I'm really trying hard to pull together all my scattered thoughts for this moment in time. But the drop in season 5 is just kind of coming together.
We're only a week deep and it definitely smells like feet on the bus.
I think everyone's gonna intermingle and mesh together quite well. Well, our first day in Vancouver, we were in for a treat.
Rolled in the park gate, Gully met up with us.
Had a skate park session there at the Park Gate Skate Park in North Van, and that was super fun.
This is not a problem, this is not a test. Come young people, let's protest. Now if you have a problem, get it off your chest. Come plan this smash out, come tell them the rest.
I can see it coming. This is not a test. Everyone's set to explosive.
It was Gully's home park, so he just knew all the lines and made it look super smooth, almost as if he was riding down the street.
I won't run away, won't run away from here. Well, too much.
Yeah, and then Dylan kind of hit his head.
So much value. When I see the future come.
I guess he came in with not enough speed and he tagged the front end and just domed himself over backwards. And
The funny thing was when he crashed, the granola bar fell out of his pocket. He just starts eating it. So he's like whining and chewing and, oh, it hurts.
My head's fine, it's just this ankle that's shaking.
he toughed it out and waited for the rest of us to finish the session.
Boosted the tire tap. That was sweet.
Bummer, man. That sucks. You had to lift him up out of there and drag him over the coping to get out. And dropped him off at the hospital. Yeah, and then after the Parkgate skate park session, we went and looked at some other stuff that Digger built.
Kind of trampled off into the woods. You know, Digger's got things every 50 feet, it seems, up in those bushes. I'm thinking it's pretty gnarly.
Come on, take your skirt off and jump it.
You want to be riding this stuff for 5 years before you try something like this.
I'm gonna take 5 runs down that.
These are just circus stunts built up in the forest.
Doing it again! Yeah, I guess she's got to get a Digger shirt now. I rode the North Shore and live. Digger. That's a wrap.
Got the herd together, packed up the bus, rolled out to Mount Washington. Pretty stoked for the Bear Claw Invitational.
Pocket full of money and a heart sincere. These were the ones that were sent here. Here to do the work of a million men. Me and myself in the pad and pen. Walk across the earth with a handful of dirt. Full of rhymes dedicated to the wind. Pocket full of poems and a bottle full of water. If I wasn't on the mic, then I'd probably play soccer or football, cause I get the kind of rhymes. But for kicking field goals with a blindfold, full contact. It's a known back, blown back, playing phone tag. It's a message on its own. Message to the clone whose destiny's testing off, Dustin Hoffman, busting off in acting. You've been caught up in the act, acting like a fool, acting like a fool.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now.
It's the only art fact that doesn't have a chronograph, put it on a phonograph, even has an autograph. Never would have thought of that after I recited it. Half of you applauded it. They call me the matador, older than a dinosaur, younger than the baby in the stomach of a pregnant lady. Innovate when necessary, lighten all my adversaries, put them in obituary, centigrade, situation critical, meltdown here. They need help down here in the atmosphere. Tap into the sources, the tapestry of sorts, let nature take its course. Closer than the gravel and the force that I travel in the forest full of babble with the oldest of the cattle and the oldest of the cameras when I snap at pictures in the burning bushes. Snapping pictures, burning bushes.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. No matter how
And you know, the trails up here are wicked. You wouldn't expect it on a little mountain, but definitely make it up to Mount Washington for a couple DH pins.
But yeah, I was excited to hear that the drop-in bus was going to come to this because I was invited to come to the Bear Claw Invitational here at Mount Washington. It's got to be the gnarliest slopestyle course ever, really.
Drop-in crew representing in this comp.
He's got the best style so far. Come on. Oh! Over rotation. Ouch. Oh!
Ross took a good digger, just way too zesty on the 3. It was a huge jump.
Cameron McCall blew my mind.
Woo, go down.
Have a call. Knows what it takes. What he's doing. Oh!
After he finished his run, it was like, all right, the competition's for second place. It was just absolutely insane.
It was the best run I ever done in any contest ever. I couldn't believe it actually worked out. I'm so pumped.
World Cup champion, running for Santa Cruz syndicated.
The high jump contest was definitely something to be seen. It's never been done before, and it went off real well.
You know what they say, there's new school, there's old school, then there's the bus drivers.
Your code.
That's like 16, 17.
Yeah. Now I know what's inside. Got between the lines.
Spectacular course, spectacular riding, and just an amazing weekend.
Yeah, so Sunday we left Mount Washington. The air brakes started smoking pretty hard. We had to pull over and check them out.
You gotta keep rolling so these cool down.
Once the brakes cooled off, we got to Nanaimo.
I'm Neil Meyer. We're at the skateboard facility. Nothing breaks my concentration. Nothing.
Checking for the we back again. Keep the control this rapping game. Plus we get to scratching things. We mashing nine, but now on to the song with style. Who's got a fresh style? Who's got a freestyle? Up in the spot now. Jay's got a flow. Take it to the medical. Really? Is that so? Yes indeed. Scribing the liquor, little bit of weed. Summertime blues, that song what you need. Let me just break it down, cause I really express myself within the music. Don't front on this, so from try to abuse it. Whack up season. and make me lose. So we're making this conclusive like I always do. Kicking it, rolling out, kicking my step every time I'm in the rhythm in position. So hit me with the beat, I'll kill it above, then I'll spit it so unique. Summer's in the air, I'm cruising and I got a red man, stay on point. We get a red man, blaze that joint. You know they eye cause they got that blood. They always try but they get no love. I got a red man, stay on point. We get a red man, blaze that joint. You know they eye cause they got that blood.
Right on where I did before.
So Jamie got hurt. That was in the first, hour of him being on the trip.
We've got Jamie Goldman smoked himself in the skate park today and he was kind of already injured, but he's got a young, hot shredder with him. He's a Santa Cruz shredder and he likes to ride trails. That's all he rides at home. He just dirt jumps for fun with the boys. So it sounds like we could have a trail shredder.
Want to ride the bus? Yeah. A couple weeks or something until we get to California? Yeah, I'll do it for however long. Grab your bikes. Welcome aboard. Sweet.
I got a red man.
The tour so far has been absolutely amazing.
I'm just really excited for the season. It's finally come together. All the riders are coming on the bus. Hopefully, not hopefully, we will enter the States as the Drop-In crew. Drop-In lives.